Yeah. Good night. What's up? We got a few things to talk about. Got a couple things we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna turn it back up. I'm gonna turn the music back up. I'm DJing right now. Let me DJ right now. What up, man? What up, DMTV2 family? What's goody? I'm gonna get it poppin', man. We can get it poppin'. I'm just waiting for a few people to get in. And not a lot of people. Not a lot of people. You know, not a lot of people. We about to get it. We about to crank it up. Man, you gotta expect. What up? What up? What up? In the I camp. 135. What's good? What's good, man? What that is? Motown? You know. Man. It's getting crazy. Hold on, let me get my warm up in, man. Let me get my warm up in my city, man. Hold on. Let me drink my water. Gotta drink that water. Gotta keep that water on you. How many of y'all got y'all water tonight? Don't wet the bed. You feel me? Let me put this little banner on. Boom. What's going on? We about to talk about a few things. What y'all think about this? What y'all think about that? We're gonna turn it up real quick. Just letting the algorithm get this, get this intro in here. You feel me? We're gonna open it up with the great grand holy mother of all divine prayer. You feel me? All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. The nothingness that allows all somethings to exist. Yes. Welcome. Come on in. I am your high Magus. I am your high Magus. Most high Magus. Chakra Doctor, the algorithm god. DM2 family. DMTV2 family, what it do? Most hated bronze flat power god. Ooh, we got the gods in the building. The gods are in the building. The gods are in the building. Okay? And we about to crank that soldier boy. Hold on, man. Let me get in real quick. I was in the mood for this, so let me let this play real quick.
Slizzy, nigga.
Shout out to Big Slizzy.
Take him back to the trap. Go stupid. I'm trying to nigga. Dumb. Go stupid. I'm trying to go.
You trying to go dumb?
Go stupid.
I'm trying to go dumb.
Yeah.
You heard me? You heard me?
Grab a pot and hit the stove. Flick your wrist and let it load. I'm trying to get in that mode. No, I ain't tripping about no hoe. If he tripping about a bitch, then run his bitch ass off the road. These niggas pussy, just some weird niggas behind designing clothes. That shit crazy. Your bitch ain't trying to whip up in the trap. That bitch lazy. I got a duffel bag walking out the trap and it's filled up with them bags. That bitch ready suck dick right now cause I took her back to the 80s. Yeah, I tried this shit. They ride around in a dome, 612 bumping in the trunk. Cuban link, that's a fucking trunk. Bad bitch know what she want, but a bad bitch gon' suck some dick. Grab a pot, let's whip a brick. Grab a Glock, let's hit a lick. Got a lick for a fucking trick. Late night, I'm trying to vibe. I'm outside where the hoes at. Trying to slide up in the party where them hoes drop they clothes at. Running through these hoes got me feeling like I'm Bojack. Hit her from the back and Joe Trap. She trapped out, she know that. Grab a pot and hit the stove. Flick your wrist and let it load. I'm trying to get in that mode. No, I ain't tripping about no hoe. If he tripping about a bitch, then run his bitch ass off the road. These niggas pussy, just some weird niggas behind designer clothes. That shit crazy. Your bitch ain't trying to whip up in the trap. That bitch lazy. I got a duffel bag walking out the trap and it's filled up with them babe. Bad bitch ready suck dick right now cause I took her back to the 80s. Yeah. I dropped this shit.
I'm not a weed boy. I sell powder. Dirty birds touchdown. Make them take a shower. I just had 20 bricks. Boom them in an hour. Bitch, you only sell weed. Nigga, you a cow.
Let's get it in, man. Let me pray. Let me pray right quick. O great grand holy mother of all divine, the source of all gods and goddesses. O great grand holy mother of all divine, the primordial from which we all derive. O great grand holy mother of all divine, the nothingness that allows all somethings to exist. O great grand holy mother of all divine, she is all mother. There is none greater than she. O great grand holy mother of all divine, for she is the vastness that allows us all to experience boundaries. O great grand holy mother of all divine, mother of Ra, the most high, great grand holy father. O great grand holy father Ra, he who created himself from she. O great grand holy father Ra, creator and father of all things, father of all beings. She is his source. Amen. Ra, Ptah, Aum. Let's get it started, man. Let's get it cranky. It's been a lot of stuff going on, and we just gonna talk. I ain't got time to be showing no pictures, doing all that extra stuff. We gonna talk. Let me put this chat in here real quick. All right, boom. Speak on Yahweh. See, look, boom. There we go. Speak on Yahweh. We're gonna speak on Yahweh, man. We about to speak on Yahweh right now. So Yahweh is the devil, and the church is his curse. What is Yahweh's original name? Slauson boy. Slauson boy. What is Yahweh's original name? Does anybody knows Yahweh's original name? Because Yahweh's original name is not Yahweh. Yaldabaoth's original name is not Yaldabaoth. Can anybody tell me Yahweh's original name? Because Yahweh is not the original name. That's his nickname. That's the name that came along after. Okay. We see some people in here. Got know their stuff. We see some people in here know their stuff. There you go, his original name right here. Quiet on the what? Quiet on the set. Look, hold on, wait a minute. Quiet on the set. Wait, look, boom. Set. Okay. Hey, we everybody ain't sleep. Hold on, QU said it too. Everybody ain't sleep. Everybody ain't sleep, bro. Everybody ain't sleep. All those idiots. Oh, wait a minute. Look, everybody ain't sleep, bro. Everybody ain't sleep. Yahweh's original name. Wait a minute. Ready, set, hut, ready, set, go. Wait a minute. What y'all been Y'all been drinking on some wake up juice? What's been going on? Y'all been drinking on some wake up juice? Y'all done drunk y'all some juice and woke the fuck up. Tell me I'm lying. You done laid up there and drunk on the juice and woke up. Anytime you know Yahweh's real name, and they scared to speak on your mark, get set. They scared to speak, the name Yahweh like he gonna do a nigga something. Like, nigga. But wait a minute, all right. So his name is Set. You ready for the kicker? Here's the kicker. His name is Set. If Set is his number one name, after Set, what is the next name in line? After Set, what is the next best name in line? Because Yahweh is not, Yahweh is last. What is the next best name in line after Set that they call? After Set, what is the next most popular name that Set goes by? We all learned about him. Everybody. We all learned about this name. We all were taught this name. No, man, all of us didn't learn about no Yaldabaoth. I didn't even know who Yaldabaoth was until I dove down the rabbit hole of this name. When I dove down the rabbit hole of Set, hold on, wait a minute, look, and y'all gotta go get this book. That's why I say I got my library right here. Let me find my book real quick. Let me find my book, my trusty rusty book real quick, and we'll continue this. The ritual is called The Ritual of Set Transformation. I got a lot of books, y'all. Bear with me. Hold on, real quick. My Ritual of Set. All right, so boom, this book right here. But there's a Ritual of Set. Oh yeah, here you go. Boom. All right. Somebody said, ooh. Somebody said, hold on, man. I'm about to speak on all this stuff. Wait a minute. Somebody said Satan. Somebody said Saturn. I'm gonna get that's a draw right there. Satan and Saturn are one and the same. That's his after Set. Satan/Saturn is the next popular name that he goes by. Now remember, in this book, I always showed y'all this book. So when I be showing y'all that clip, that little thing where it shows you the ritual of set transformation, right? I got it. That's what it. I warn you, if you do not buy this book, do not buy this book if you don't want hard times to visit you. If you get this book right here, hard times will visit you. Hard times will visit you. And those hard times visiting you are to test you to see if you're even worthy enough of wielding the power of Set. I wield see, and a lot of people got Set mixed up just because he's an evil god. A lot of people got him mixed up because he's an evil god and he does evil stuff. Just because he's an evil god and does evil stuff, that don't mean you can't learn from evil. As a matter of fact, if you want to be technical, evil is the great grand holy mother's watchdog over her properties, if you will. You know, but we're gonna get into it. So when you're talking about Yahweh, because speaking about Yahweh, the God of Christianity, now you gotta know that Yahweh is the nutty professor. What do I mean by that? Yahweh is Eddie Murphy. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by Yahweh is Eddie Murphy? In the movie, Eddie Murphy played this character called Sherman Klump. And Sherman Klump was this big fat, and he played another character called Buddy Love. And he played Sherman, and listen, and he played Sherman Klump's mama, and he played Sherman Klump's daddy. He played Sherman Klump's grandma. He played the brother. He played the grandpa. He played the viral male, Buddy Love. He played every role. He played every role on TV show Martin. On the TV show Martin. Martin plays every role. He plays every role on, you can see on multiple movies where people play multiple roles. Why do they show you this? They show you this because when you analyze this fact, you will realize that this is a ritual. This is a ritual. A ritual to who? A ritual right here. A ritual right here. It is a ritual to this. So understanding, we here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, I forgot to tell you that now. I'm building an empire. My church is incorporated. Everything is ready. Everything is ready. Watch this I told you, 2025, Satan's world burns. 2026, Great Grand Holy Mother rises up out of the ashes. Okay? So now, the reason why you just seen the movie Sinners. And Michael B. Jordan played both roles. He played the role of his brother. What did that represent? That represents when Set unalived his brother. When Yahweh unalived his brother. See, Yahweh don't tell you he had a brother. Yahweh don't tell you that he has gods that are over him. Yahweh doesn't tell you that he has a source, great grand holy mother, that all gods and goddesses answer to. Not just your God, not just the Indian God, not just the Chinese God, not just the evil God, not just the good God, not just the God that motherfucking provide food up out of the earth, not just the God that is the God over the sky, not just the God over the sun, not just the God over the wind, not just the God over the air, not just the God over the ocean, not just the God over the planets, not just the God over the galaxies, not just the God over the motherfucking universe, not just the gods over the multiverse. All gods and goddesses answer to she. All of them. All gods and goddesses. Great grand holy mother of all divine, the primordial from which we all derive. Great grand holy mother of all divine, the nothingness that allows all somethings to exist. How dare you forget? How dare you let it slip your mind? May I remember you? I remind you. I'll remind you. I'll remind you. Understanding. We have to understand that there is only one source. That's why I say we all want one and we're all tied together and we all come from one source. What is that source? That source is the sacred feminine. That source is the great grand holy mother of all divine. All of, I don't care what demon you fucking with, they gotta answer. They all gotta go back to the empty. In the TV show Supernatural, when the angels died, or the demons died, or God dies, or a goddess dies, they went to a place of nothingness, and it was called the empty. And in here, this is where divinity goes when it is no longer anymore. On the TV show Supernatural. That empty people, there she go right there. The nothingness that allows all somethingness to exist, meaning she is the spatial, she is the space that allows time to exist. She is the space that allows light to exist. She is the space. She is the actual nothing but air and opportunity. She is the air and opportunity. That's, you see. She don't need us, we need she. For we exist in space. She don't exist in space. She is the space that allows existence to exist. She is the source motherboard. Not no hood. Not your brotherhood, not your sisterhood, not your cousinhood, not whatever hood trumps the motherhood. Stop playing. Stop playing. So since y'all won't play, here we go. The Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine is now open. A non-for-profit organization, the charitable, and guess who? And who's the economic arm? Who is the economic arm of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother? Chakra Doctor Inc., man. See, we don't talk this. We talk this, then we walk this. It's a two-part step. It takes two to tango. We talk it, then we walk it. Speaking into existence, death and life is in the power of the tongue. As a man thinketh, so is he. So we talk it. Right? Actions speak louder than words. So we walk it. We talk it, then we walk it. We talk it, then we walk it. We talk it, then we walk it. Sometimes you got to psych yourself up to go ask that girl for her number. Talk it. You got to have to talk to yourself. Sometimes you got to get in the mirror and tell yourself, can't nothing beat me. Can't nothing stop me. I am the unstoppable. No matter how many times they try to stop me, they will never be able to stop me. No matter how many times they try to impede upon my sovereignty, they will never be able to stop me. You got to get in the mirror and be able to say that. You got to be able to get in the mirror and say that. Guess what? You got to talk yourself into that. You got to hype yourself up. You got to hype yourself up. And after you hype yourself, then you hit that nigga. Bam! Yeah, man, I had to hype myself up. I was feeling jittery. My heart was beating fast. No, that was called adrenaline. That was called adrenaline, man. That jittering, yeah, that's you. That's your senses becoming heightened and aware because you about to stop, because you about to rock, sock, and robot something. You ever just want to, you ever just want to rock, sock, and robot something? You ever just want to, bah, 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 bah. Whew. Huh? The first person you need to do that to is you. Rock, sock, and robot yourself. Because if you're not at where you want to be, let's start taking accountability and recognize that it's all your fault. How is your fault? Because every single thing that you are experiencing here, you chose in the spirit world to come experience here. You chose that deadbeat father. You chose that absent mother. You chose that parent that died. You chose that child that died. You chose them friends that died. You chose that nigga that did you wrong. You chose the bitch that did you wrong. You chose it all. You chose your zodiac sign. You chose your nigga. You chose it all, bro. This is why we are called the chosen. We are the ones who chose this. Chose what? To come and be in Saturn's prison and either rehabilitate ourselves or help those who are rehabilitating themselves to rehabilitate themselves up out of here. Why? Because this is a hell zone. That's why he said hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell. But y'all think because it's hell, and y'all don't think this place is hell because you can experience pockets of heaven. Well, what heaven? Tell me in what heaven you're gonna wake up to jobs, to the book of Job. Remember, when you wake up and you go to your job, that's the book of Job. That's the Bible. That's the book of Job. Go look in the Bible. There's a book called Job. This is why you got a job. This is a magical spell of the Bible that has been placed upon your mind. Okay? This is why we all got jobs, or AKA we all got to be like what? Job. And what happened in Job? The devil asked God permission to go strip it away. God gave him permission to go strip all this stuff away, and and then God gave it all back to him. That's the book where the devil and God places a bet. Right? The book of Job is the book where devil and God places a bet on a human's life based on what is he going to do if placed in a situation. Just like when we be watching TV and we'll see those pranks. Basically, God and the devil played a prank on Job. Why would God and the devil play a prank on Job? Because God and the devil are one and the same person. Yahweh is the devil, and Satan is Yahweh, and Yahweh is Satan. Why can't you redo your research and just figure this out? Why does cognitive dissonance have to kick in every time somebody tells you something different from what you actually heard? Something different from what you actually read. All you have to do is go search it out. All you got to do is go search it out, bro. But if you don't want to go search it out, don't worry. I'm right here. What heaven has places in that thing. So anyway, in the book called Job, you got a job, right? This is where jobs come from. Y'all don't even know. The thing that you do every day is get up and go to work, and that is a spell from the Bible. The Bible is the biggest spell that has been placed upon humanity because it comes from a real source place, but it has been tricked. It has been inverted. It has been inverted to enslave the minds of those who don't know. This is why the biggest sin in the Bible, the biggest sin, think about it. Why would the biggest sin in the Bible was the sin that got them kicked out of the garden? And the sin that got them kicked out of the garden because they ate, number one, they ate a fruit. Fruits are good for you, right? But number two, the fruit was a fruit of knowledge of good and evil. So they got kicked out of the garden for knowing. They got kicked out of the garden for knowing God's business. That's what had happened was they bit the fruit. When they bit the fruit, they had this is why you got to go on a fruitarian diet. This is why you got to start incorporating raw fasting, or like soft raw fasting or soft fasting, or that big fasting. Hey, whatever you want to do, but you got to go into start eating fruits. And lots of fruits and going on fast. Why? Because then you will really start to gain the knowledges. Y'all don't understand we are what we eat, right? So boom, why would biting a fruit, which is good for you, right, and gaining knowledge of good and evil from the fruit get you kicked out of the garden? Oh, because God said don't do it, so they wasn't supposed to do it. But why did God not want them to eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil? Why? Why did not God? Because that's his children. Wait a minute. You have to ask, why does the parent enforce the specific rule to the child? Why would the parent not want the child to know or have knowledge of good and evil? You ready? Because the serpent came into her and told her, if you eat of the fruit, you are going to become a god like us, knowing good and evil. So when you know good and evil, you go from a child. Look, first they was in the garden, they was a child of God. They bit the fruit and became sinners. You went from a child to a sinner, right? They bit a fruit and became sinners. Now wait a minute. So automatically that's programming your mind that fruits are not good for you. That's a subconscious program that says, stay away from the fruits. Stay away from the fruits, right? That's a subconscious program that says stay away from the fruit. Wait a minute. Then it's a subconscious program to say don't seek knowledge. But Hosea 4 and 6. Let's go to Hosea, nigga. Wait a minute. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6 real quick. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6 real quick, man. Look what it says. So I can show y'all in real time the game in real time. Hold on, let me find my Chrome. There you go. All right. Hosea 4 and 6. Oh shit. Hosea 4 and 6. Here we go. You ready? Boom. It says, a well-known verse in the Bible states, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So lack of knowledge destroys us. They gained knowledge and got kicked out like they got destroyed. Think about this. The Bible says that we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So why would you kick them out the garden for getting the knowledge of good and evil? That don't make sense. But it do make sense if it's a devil, a trickster playing as God. It makes a bunch of sense. It makes a whole bunch of sense if a trickster God, a devil, is playing as God, and he's playing both sides. This is why you always see the duality. Remember, this is what the duality means on the chalk. This is what the duality means on the checkerboard, bro. The duality on the checkerboard means, that's what the two pillars mean, bro. The two pillars. This is what the Baphomet means. The unisex go God. Why? That means he's playing the male and he's playing the female. He's playing what? Both sides. What sides? Masculine and feminine. Two sides. Two sides. Masculine and feminine. You see? So, understanding that the lack of knowledge is what. And remember who Yahweh is in the Bible. It's the old God. It's the ancient Egyptian God Set. This is his original name. You understand? And there's power in being able to harness the original name. But if you don't want hard times to come upon you, don't get that book, because I'm telling you now, you get that book, hard times are going to come upon you, because it's a magical book. It's an occult, a magically activated book. When you buy that book, the power of Set will be activated in your life, and Set is Saturn, and Saturn is the god of a lot of negative things. And you have to be able to be a super duper warrior to go through all of the patterns, not just the negative side, but he also has positive aspects, and those positive aspects you got to be able to master those too. But when you talking about Yahweh, yeah, we talking about the devil when you talking about Yahweh. Let's just get that clear though. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine believes that the God of the Bible, the God of Christianity, the God of Islam, the God of Hinduism, the God of Buddhism, the God of Satanism, the God of atheism, because their God is no God, and even no God is a God in his right. Because a whole bunch of people believe it. And those people are souls. And when a whole bunch of souls believe in one thing, that one thing becomes God unto them souls, or God conscious unto them souls. Okay? So understanding that, now we gotta realize, wait a minute. We here at this church believe that all of those gods that I just named are in actuality the ancient old Egyptian God Set under different disguises and masks, like the trickster God that he is. Okay? So this is what we believe at this church. I don't know about all the rest of the churches. I'm just saying at this church right here, at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, we believe that Yahweh, Yeshua, Yahushua, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Brahma, Satan, Saturn, Yaldabaoth, Kronos, Pan, This is why they got Pan-Africanism. You ain't never wonder why they always trying to send you back to Africa in the name of Pan-Africa? Hmm? You never wonder why? Huh? This closed fist, no. And this the begging hands, and this the closed fist. Keep you broke. Y'all keep throwing that stuff up. Y'all keep throwing up that mess. It's nothing but subconscious mind programming. It's literally them programming your subconscious mind. And you don't understand it because you are under spell. Even those of you who are involved with it, you don't even really get the fullness thereof because you just joined and only made it so far. You're not at the highest levels of your sorority. You're not at the highest levels of your fraternity. You're not at the highest levels of your secret society. You're not at the highest levels of your magical society. You're not at the highest levels. So sometimes you might not even understand what I'm saying, even though you're with the shits. No, have you sat down and had a conversation with Yahweh? I'm not talking about no shit in your motherfucking mind, nigga. Gods and goddesses are real beings that can actually manifest in human flesh and come and holler at you. Hi, I am the incarnation of the great grand holy father Ra. It is nice to meet you. I came to bring you the doctrine, the remembrance of the great grand holy mother of all divine. She is the source of us all. How you doing? We got to announce ourselves and say who we are. We got to show you the evidence of who we are. Yes. And the moves that we make, we have to announce them before we make them because you guys have to have the knowledge of good and evil. And then you get to choose. And then y'all get to choose. This is how God rules go. And for you humans who have worked yourself up to God's status and God's status level, you know this already. You know this already. No matter what side, no matter what part of the game you joined in, you know this already. You feel me? But they got a lot of stuff going on in the world that, we're about to talk about. I could go on and on and on and on and on about the fraudulence of, look, but get this book right here, though. Go get this book right here. Get this book right here, and this is going to enlighten you. Even in this book, I can show you where they say the name, their God is Set. Hold up. Their God is Set. Let me go in here. I'll find it real quick. Set is their god, and she calls Set the god of the albinos. Who are the albinos? The Caucasian race, right? She calls Set their god. I don't deny that fact, but what she neglected to mention is that Set. Oh, here you go, right here. Boom. Here you go, right here. Boom. All right. So this is how it said. Boom. You ready? It says it right here. It says Christianity. The reason number 5 why Christianity is a fraud, counterfeit, imposter, and deceives reversal Kemet cosmology. This is Christianity is reversed Kemet cosmology. Christianity is reversed Kemet cosmology. The zodiac, everything stole it from Kemet. But here we go. Check this out. Whites didn't create anything new. You ready? Hold on, let's get this real quick. Let's read real quick. Whites didn't create anything new. They stole, reversed, perverted the original Kemet cosmology, then attempted to burn, destroy the evidence that would expose their fraud. Okay? Remember this. Here we go. It is interesting that the term faith is used to describe religion. This indicates people have lost the real knowledge or gnosis and have resorted to faith. Such is a shaky foundation because one is asked to believe what they don't know. We're not asking you to do that at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine. We're asking you experience the Great Grand Holy Mother so that you may know. And through this knowing, you will not be deceived. Okay? If you absolutely know, then faith is unnecessary and nothing can shake your knowingness. Okay? Nothing can shake knowing. Because when you know that 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 you know, then can't nothing shake the knowing. Okay? Boom, here we go. You ready? Reason number 6 why, ready? Reason number 6 why the Caucasian race and their God is Set, whether they know it or not. Okay? They secretly enthrone and worship Set in the unholy Bible. She called it the unholy Bible, but it's the holy Bible. Remember, holy means holly. Holly is Saturn. Saturn is the god of the holly tree. This is why it's called Hollywood. In the unholy Bible is evidence of their God being the devil. Satan and Lord, aka Jehovah, Yahweh, are the same exact being. I'll repeat it again. Shout out, and may the great grand holy mother bless Dr. Suzar for bringing this great grand holy mother knowledge to the game. And you already know I'm about to take the baton and go crazy with it. You already know, man. I've been on this for a while now. For those of y'all don't know, just read the script or read my bio. My bio is in the description of this video. All right, my bio is in the description of this video. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, y'all don't know who I am, but I've been in the game. They just been banning me and doing all kind of stuff, but now that time is over with. Well, here we go. Satan and the Lord, Jehovah, Yahweh, are the exact same being in 2 Samuel 24 and 1 Chronicles 21, right? And when you read those chapters, it's basically, it's the same identical verse, but one says Satan and the other one says the Lord. One says Satan and the other one says the Lord, but it's the same exact situation told. First it was told in 2 Samuel, and then it was told in 1 Chronicles. So it told it in, just like when they did with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. All 4 of those books are different perspective on the story of Jesus, right? 4, right? 4 is the number of who? Yahweh. Who is Yahweh? Why do you think it's YHWH? 4, right? But here we go. Ready for this here? Listen to this. Wait a minute, I'm about to show you right here. Here we go. All right. Set is the original god of the Jews. Ooh, they don't want me to bring that smoke. Set, aka Yahweh. This is what the book says. I don't care if they censor me. You can't censor the great grand holy mother of all divine. We're gonna preach this word in here today. Because this bull crap that y'all on, the bull crap that this world on, it ain't flying in the multiverse. It ain't flying in the ultraverse. That shit only exists here, nigga. And we about to change here. And it ain't gonna exist here no more. Because every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that the great grand holy mother of all divine is source. Set is the original god of the Jews. And apparently still is the original god of the Jews through Christianity and Islam. Since Judaism is a counterfeit along with Christianity and Islam, both founded upon Judaism. Remember, Christianity and Islam founded upon Judaism. Judaism was founded, and it's a counterfeit religion, founded and stolen from Kemet. Okay? Hence, secretly, unknown to believers of Christianity and Islam, their God, they don't know that their God is really Set, aka Satan, while professing the opposite. The wolf in sheep's clothing. In Hinduism, the Aryan god Indra is also modeled from the devil as Ahriman, the Lord of Darkness. Okay? Understand what this means. Understand that you Christians are lost. Why? Because you worship the devil and don't know it. You worship the devil thinking he God. Only a devil could ask you to murder your child. And they said, for God so loved the world that he killed his only begotten son. Ain't no father gonna kill their son for this dirty world, bro. Ain't no father gonna kill their son for this dirty motherfucker. Ain't no father gonna kill their son for this clean motherfucker. Ain't no father gonna kill their son for no motherfucker. It's ride or die with me and my son. Fuck is you talking about? I gotta kill my only son for you dirty, rotten scoundrels? That's a devilish move, but y'all can't see it? That's a devilish move, but y'all can't see it. And y'all call it God. Yeah, the devil is a God, but he is not the most high God. Yahweh is a God, but he is not the most high God, nigga. The most high God will never ask you to murder your child. The most high God will never ask you to pay for food. The most high God will never ask you to pay for housing, food, clothing, shelter, education, medication. The most high God will never ask you to pay for that. So why are y'all acting like Yahweh is the most high? Why are y'all acting like Yeshua is the most high? Why are y'all acting like Allah is the most high? Why are y'all acting like all these male gods are the most high when all of them got an answer to the great grand holy mother of all divine, the motherboard of the matrix, the oracle to the architect? Fuck is you talking about? But since nobody want to do it, oh well, I guess I'm next up in line. Hi, hidey ho, ha ha ha. There we go. You feel me? So when you're talking about Yahweh, you are talking about the ancient god Set. And when you're talking about Set, Set has 1,000 names. 1,000 names. Okay? One of his names is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. See? You have to understand what's going on in this game. He's the nutty professor. He plays every part in the movie. Okay? So now, now that we talked about Yahweh, now that we talked about Set, now that we talked about Yahweh Bills, now that we talked about the devil, now that we talked about God, well, he's not God. He is a God, but he is not the most high God. I keep telling y'all, the most high God is Ra. The I am that I am. The spark of soul inside of your body, that is Ra. The spark of soul inside of your body is Ra. It is not Yahweh. The spark of soul inside of your body is Ra. It is not Allah. The spark of soul that is inside of your body, it is Ra. It is not Brahma. It is not Jesus. It is not none of these. The spark of soul inside of your body is Ra. But then again, y'all know this. It just takes a little remembering. It just takes a little remembering, man. But understand, hold on, I'm breaking a sweat. I'm breaking a sweat. I ain't break a sweat in a minute. I ain't break a sweat on this shit in a minute. Blood, sweat, and tears. I ain't sweating a minute. I ain't sweating a minute with this much fervor. But let's go, man. Britney Griner. You can get the Jew News to play all they want. Okay? You can get that. But understand that no matter how many news stations cover for you and tell your lie, Britney Griner, the fact will remain that you are a male. Britney Griner, you're a male. Talk like a male, walk like a male, act like a male, move like a male. Hey, for them to be able to pull the wool over our eyes and you playing in the WNBA, and like I told you before, even if you're not a male, they're trying to mind fuck us to make us think you one. So if you're not a male, Britney Griner, they're trying to mind fuck us to make us think you one. What y'all got to say about Britney Griner? Is Britney Griner a male, or is she just a grown ass man woman? Is she just a grown ass woman or is Britney Griner a male? What do you guys believe? Brittany Brandon for real. Nigga said Brittany is Brandon. No, man. Hey, bro. What else y'all want to talk about? Y'all said y'all want to talk about Yahweh. What else y'all want to talk about? Somebody else said talk about something else. Somebody else said, oh I can't remember. Somebody, man, what's the next topic y'all want to talk about, man? Rituals. Y'all want to talk about what kind of rituals? What kind of rituals? They got all kind of rituals, man. Rituals in and of themselves aren't bad. Remember, in order to get rich, you must do you some rituals. You won't get rich? You better learn how to do you some rituals. Okay? You better learn how to do you some rituals. Talk about 607 on. Boom. 607 on. We know you a punk. 607 on. We know you suck that cucumber. 607 on. We know you deep throat that eggplant. 607 on. We know you got a banana in your tailpipe. 607 on. We know you stealing Chakra Doctor swag. 607 on. We know you really what them people, them boys. 607 on. Why is you wearing fingernail polish all black? Because you worship Saturn. That's why it's all black. Huh? 607 on. Why you don't just tell them you a witch doctor and you're playing a role? 607 on. There is only one. There can be only one. There can be only one. So you can run around and act like me all you want. You can run around and try to imitate me all you want. The one thing you can't imitate the power of the great grand holy mother of all divine. And I come in her name, stepping. Step in the name of her. Step in the name of her. Clap in the name of her. Clap in the name of her. Yeah, I proudly step in the name of the great grand holy mother, the one that took me from nothing to something. The one that showed me the way and showed me the whole truth. And not only showed me the truth, remember the truth shall what? Set you free. I'm set free. See, you know how nigga be sugar free? I'm set free. I'm set free. Why? Because she set me free. She showed me the way. And through she, I learned who God really is. Because she taught me. What you think about the new Jordan Peele movie? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. What is it about, man? But anytime you talk about Jordan Peele, it's Illuminati. If you're talking about Jordan Peele movies are Illuminati. Jordan Peele has sucked the banana peel to get into the Illuminati. Okay, Jordan Peele is an Illuminati puppet that took banana up his tailpipe he took the deal. He sold his manhood and took the deal, Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, you sold your manhood and took the deal. You didn't want to get it out the grind, and you didn't want to get it out the grinder like Britney, nigga, and churn your own spells. No, you had to bend over and get hit with that L. You had to get hit with that L. You had to get hit with that Saturn talk. Huh? Yeah, Jordan Peele got peeled. Jordan Peele peels back. Jordan Peele peels back the forehead off niggas' he peels back foreskins. Them pork skins. He peeling back pork skins. Them pork and the pig skins, nigga. See? Oh, that's exactly what the movie is about. See? Listen, they gotta show y'all the real why, because the end is near. And the end is near. And they're trying to get extra credits and extra points with the universe to say, hey, we told them, nah. Y'all didn't tell them. Y'all use trickery. How do we get out of this prison? Here we go. Hold on. That's exactly what the movie is about. You get out of this prison. This is why I'm here. I am the chaplain of the prison. I come to give you the modalities, the rituals, the literature, the spiritual activation that will connect you directly, especially as a male, because we as men, we adore the sacred feminine. That will connect you to the great grand holy mother, and she will speak to you. She will guide you. You will know. Watch. You will know. She is not one who doesn't answer. Call upon her, and she gonna start getting in your business, and you're gonna start wondering, man, what the? Yeah, it's really real. But how do we get out of this prison? No, bro. We get out of this prison I created a pathway to get out of the prison. Number one, on the pathway, the first, well, matter of fact, you ready for the kicker? I ain't even gotta say nothing, boss man. Boss Leany, go into the description of this video. Go into the description of this video, and it says the official Chakra Doctor bio. And when you go into the description of this video and it says the official Chakra Doctor bio, it shows you the path that I created that will break you out of this prison. Because the job is not to actually break out of the prison. We're not trying to break out of the prison. You ready for the kicker? You ready for the kicker? The job is to do our time and rehabilitate ourselves so that we never have to come back to the prison. And if we ever come back to the prison, it's because we made it successful and we came back to minister to the enemies who we once were. You see? Once again, I'll tell you one more time. I'll tell you one more time. It is not your job to break out of the prison. It is your job to do your time because you did the crime. If you do the crime, do the time. How you know you did the crime? Because you're here. Welcome to hell. You're here. Welcome to a poorly carbon copy of the true Earth, the 5D Earth. Remember, our real existence is on 5D Earth, and they said we're transitioning to 5D Earth. No, what is happening is, we are removing the illusion of 3D Earth. We were kidnapped from 5D Earth and brought down to 3D Earth. This is what they call the fall. We were in 5D, minding our business, kicking it. All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. We doing our thing. We evolving as humans. We ain't got no pain. We ain't got no shame. We ain't got no guilt. We experiencing Mother Nature at her most in-depth light self, right? Because after 5D, you go to 6D, and that's you go to 6D, and that's, and I will call 6D the mirror realm. Right? And when you go to the mirror realm, guess who those mirrors belong to? Those mirrors belong to the prisoner, the warden of between 6, look, ready? Between 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, 8. After the, if I'm not mistaken, no, it's 6 and 7. It's only 6 and 7. 6, between 6 and 6, 7. 8, yes, 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, 8. Between 6, 7, 8, that is called the void. That is literally called the void, and that's where the bulk of, that's where, when you look at Saturn and you see that in the sky, you're not looking at Saturn in the sky and it's in our sky. No, you're looking at the 6th dimension. You're looking at the 6th dimension. This is why he's called the 6th god, because he has a 6-point hexagon on his North Pole. He is the 6th planet away from the sun. If you take the word 6 and say it a whole bunch of times, it sounds like the word sick. This is why they call themselves sickos. Man, we here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, we are here to make sure that the law that she created, because all of those things that I'm talking about, he stole it and inverted it. And y'all think is what it really isn't. Okay? So understanding this, we have to realize that this world belongs to the devil. But wait a minute, the Great Grand Holy Mother is here, and Great Grand Holy Mother is actually what? What the Great Grand Holy Mother doing? She is plowing and paving the way for her church. Why? Remember all them billionaires that died? What about all them billionaires that died? Let's go on the TikTok real quick. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Ghana government, look, check this out.
Okay, breaking news. Ghana's Minister of Defense is dead, as well as their Minister of Environment. Both were just killed in a helicopter crash a few hours ago. Also on board was the vice chair of their ruling party and a top national security advisor. In fact, a total of 8 have died, and images showing the charred remains of the helicopter crash are circulating on social media. They were apparently heading to an event to tackle illegal mining when the aircraft disappeared off the radar. They have not yet identified the cause of the crash. Ghana's government is describing the incident as a national tragedy. Okay.
Now to the average person, this don't mean nothing. But to a person like me who was deeply entrenched and involved in this game, You ready for the kicker? You ready for the kicker? What's one of the number one countries that they're trying to make you leave America and go and live in Africa? One of the number one countries in Africa that they're trying to get you to go live is where? Ghana. They're trying to make you leave your mother's land. Because make no mistake, we here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, we know for a fact that America is the motherland. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine know that we, the black people in America, are the true bloodline of the ancient Kemet. Okay? I don't like to say Egyptians because that is the magical block. That is the magical block and the magical spell. This is why, remember, black people equals blocked people. I'll say it again. Black people equals blocked people. This is why, and once again, why? Because y'all, we're under the spell of Saturn so hard, we are literally not seeing the word block when you say the word black. Black and block are the same thing. Okay? So when you are calling yourself a black person, you are automatically inviting blocks into your life. Mental blocks, emotional blocks, mental blocks. This is why black people can't articulate themselves properly and got a result to violence. Emotional blocks. This is why black people can't express their emotions properly and end up looking like fools for the world to see, right? Physical blocks. This is why black people lead the league in blocked arteries. We lead the league in blocked and clogged veins. We lead the league in blocked constipation and waste in our gut. We lead the league in all of the unhealthy foods. We lead the league in the diabetes disease. We lead the league. And when I say we lead the league in this. So understanding that these are blocks. We lead the league in spiritual blocks. Look at all the churches, but look at all the churches that's going all over and around the world in the religion, but we still haven't advanced spiritually. Black people are block people because we lead the league in blocks. We lead the league. Why we don't lead the league in shots? Why we don't lead the league in rebounds? Why we don't lead the league in steals? Why we gotta lead the league in blocks? Mutombo looking ass nigga. Mutombo ass niggas, man. Okay? So understanding what's really going on in this matrix, we gotta understand that black people equals block people. This is why we gotta deprogram ourselves from calling ourselves black people. And we gotta call ourselves who we really are. Who are we? God people. And I ain't talking about the God of the Bible. And I ain't talking about the God of the Quran. I ain't talking about none of those. I ain't talking about none of those. We are Isis, Ra, El. We are Israel. We're not the children of Israel. We are the gods of Israel. Who are our children? White people. But the parents is steadily walking with their head in the ashes of their children. See? This is why the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother is here. To show you that no matter if you worship the devil, that no matter if you worship God, they both have to answer to their mama. See? It don't matter if you worship the goddess. It don't matter if you worship the demon. It don't matter if you worship the angel. It don't matter if you worship the jinn. It don't matter if you worship the dragon, the elves, the gnomes, the fairies, the ogres, the dwarves. Name a creature who don't answer to her. I don't care if it's the Orion Queens. I don't care if it's Set himself. Name a creature, name an entity, name a god, name anything that has godlike powers, name anything that is powerful, period. Name everything that is weak, name everything that is strong, who doesn't answer to the great grand holy motherboard of the matrix. Okay? So boom, that's Ghana. Wait a minute, wait a minute, there's more. Wait, I wanted to show you this here, man. I wanted to show y'all this. What y'all think about this? Hold on, where? Oh, let me go on here. Billionaire. All these billionaires that died. All these billionaires that died, man. Come on, man. Hold up. Let's go. Hold up, man. Have died in just the last 2 years. Are you wondering why the news? I think that was a major sacrifice. Look at here. 12 billionaires have died in just the last 2 months. But the mainstream media didn't tell you that, did they? Allow me to catch you up. This is Daniel Abraham, the founder of SlimFast, with an estimated net worth of $2.4 billion. And the founder of SlimFast, with an estimated worth of $2.4 billion. Dead. In his lifetime, he faced numerous allegations of sexual harassment. He died June 29th at age 100. Next, we have Andre Badalov. He was a Russian oil executive and billionaire who died July 4th after falling 17 floors from the window of his Moscow apartment. Whoa, that sounds like something off the movies, huh? Nigga fell 17 floors on July the 4th. Billionaire. Wait. It's been ruled a suicide, but the circumstances are suspicious. This is James Luprino, head of Luprino Foods, the largest mozzarella cheese producer in the U.S. He was worth $2.1 billion and died June 19th at age 87. This is James Musingusi, a billionaire hotel and agricultural tycoon from Uganda who was accused of withholding worker pay and misuse of funds. He died August 6th. This is Mary Malone, a major shareholder of Campbell Soup, worth an estimated $4 billion. She died June 16th at age 75. Sanjay Kapoor, an Indian auto parts billionaire who died after swallowing a bee during a polo match. Frederick Smith, the founder of FedEx and worth about... This nigga died swallowing a bee during a polo match. This nigga died swallowing a queen bee. He said, talk about these girls checking out from BB. Oh, wait, man. $5 billion. Died June 21st at age 80. Alan Hassenfield, billionaire and former CEO of Hasbro, the famous toy company. He died in July at age 76. Then it's Chaiwan, chairman of Taiwan's second largest insurance company. He died June 15th. Leonard Lauder, billionaire heir to the Estee Lauder fortune. Worth $9.7 billion, he died June 14th at age 92. Wallace Annenberg, billionaire from a media empire family, died July 28th at 86 years old. And finally, Aminu Dantata, a Nigerian oil and transport billionaire, died June 28th. 12 billionaires have died. 12 billionaires have died in the last 60 days. That's mathematically impossible. Unless there's some big heavy magic going on. There's some big heavy magic going on. Hold on. Heck yeah, a lot of corporate CEOs are dropping like flies. Yes. Talk about girls checking out from BBL. So wait a minute. Check this out, bro. Y'all got to understand what is the real reason behind the BBLs, for real, for real. Does anybody know? Does anybody know what's the real reason behind the BBLs? What's the real reason behind the BBLs? Can you tell me? What's the real reason? See, I've been peeped it out, but I had to make sure. If you look at, so if you, I'm about to watch this here. Somebody, all right, Sire Von Dutch, like the Dutch. You ready? Hold on. So somebody told me this, and it sounded so outlandish that it had to be true. It sounded so untrue that it had to be true. It sounded so true that it sounded so untrue that it had to be true. And he told me that they are sneak thieving organs from people while they're under the anesthesia of the surgery of the BBL. Okay? He said some type of way they are open. Remember, because a lot of the BBLs taking is fat transference. So they got to cut you right here, and they got to cut you right there. They got to cut you right here, and they got to cut you right there, and transfer the fat into the BBL. But what they not telling you is, hey, we might have needed your spleen. You got the BBL, you feeling all crazy. I don't know, and they just tell you, no, that's just the symptom. That's just the symptoms of that's just the symptoms of the surgery. You know, that's just the after symptoms or the after effects of the surgery, right? But really, you feeling like that's because they took an organ from you, but you don't know because you think it was just fat transference from the butt to the other incision of the place of, you know, where they transferring the fat to. When in actuality, while you was under the knife, they jacked you. They jacking for the organ. Matter of fact, what's the number one instrument that's played in the church? Chat. What's the number one instrument that's played in the church? What's the number one instrument that's played in the church? Watch, I'll put these dots together for you. What is the number one instrument that is played in the church? Can anybody put it in the chat for me, please? The organ. The organ. The organ is the number one instrument that is played in the church. You ready for the kicker? It is the number one instrument that is played in the church. And coincidentally, ironically, and allegedly, the church, specifically the Catholic Church, but the Mormons, the Episcopalians, and all the other Christian churches, they have the biggest record for assaulting, SAing the little people, SAing the little ones, while at the same time, you ready for the kicker? While at the same time, they also lead the league in those missing little people cases, okay? And what about all of the people that become unalived all of a sudden in their encampments and their... See, we here at the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, we are trying to make sure that you live past 120 years old. Why? Because you can't reverse aging. Did you know it? Aging can be reversed, but it's going to have to take some major discipline on your part. And the biggest major discipline that we all have trouble with is fasting, abstaining from food. We all have that lack of discipline in our life. And those of us who master that part of the discipline will exceed in life, in areas of life, faster and more beautifully than people who don't have that discipline. Okay? So all these billionaires dying. But wait a minute, that wasn't just it. It was Theo from off the Cosby Show died. It was Hulk Hogan that died. It was Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne that died. Who else? That porn star girl, John Doe, died at 33. Mac Main from Off of Cash Money, his son just died, got sacrificed. Gluttony is deadly. No, gluttony is the secret weapon. Gluttony is the only sin that the church don't talk about. But we here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother, we got a big old middle finger to gluttony. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother, gluttony, we annihilate you. Gluttony, we obliterate you. Gluttony, you ain't nothing to me. Why? Because I know how to fast. I know how to go without you, gluttony. And because I know how to go without you, gluttony, guess what you do? You flee, because the Bible says, resist the devil and it will flee. Food is Satan's secret weapon. It was a fruit. Remember, we don't even consider fruit food. If you say I'm hungry right now and motherfucker gave you an apple and nigga said, what you ate? Did you eat? Nigga be like, did you eat yet? You be like, nah, I ain't eat yet. All I ate was the fruit. Why? Because we don't consider fruit food. See? But you're watching a live feed, and live spelled backwards is evil. See? Food is Saturn's secret weapon. Food is Set's secret weapon. Food is Satan's secret weapon. Food is the devil's secret weapon. That's why it's called devil's food cake. And even the angel food is from the devil, because the devil is a fallen angel. He is one of the fallen of the L. Facts. Because after church, what they go do to the restaurant? They go to the restaurant, see, look at, and they eat their favorite meal. Damn near everybody in the Christian church is obese. Damn near everybody in the Christian church got some type of medical condition, but they all praying and thinking it's God. God in the look at the Bible says, I came so that you may have life and live it more abundantly. What part of the abundant is diabetes? What part of the abundant is what? What part of the abundant is heart disease? What part of the abundance is high blood pressure? What part of the abundance is stress and tension? No, man, that's the devil playing on your consciousness, making you think you're doing a godly thing when in actuality you're doing a satanic thing, because the true godly thing is the removal of food. When Jesus walked, he removed food for them 40 days and them 40 nights when he connected to the source. He removed food. You see? And when he removed food, that's when the devil came and visited him. Before he removed food, devil didn't even walk up on him. Saturn, Satan didn't walk up on him. The minute Jesus said, I'm not going to eat, I'm going 40 days and 40 nights without no food, that's when the devil came. What you mean you're not going to eat, boy? You think you big and bad, nigga? You think you big and bad going on your little fast, nigga? Because you done changed your diet. You think you can defeat me? I am the architect of this matrix. You think you can defeat me? You're going to eat my food. And what Christ told him? For man shall not live by bread alone, but for every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. Who is God? Psalms 82:6 says, you is God. Who is God? Psalms 82:6 said, you is God, because that God in the Bible is devil. So if the God in the Bible is the devil, then who is God? Ooh, if the God of the Bible is the devil, then who is God? Let's go to Psalms 82:6. We're going to show you who he is. Who is God? You is God. Psalms 82:6. Hold on. Watch this here, y'all. PSA, Psalms 82:6. Here we go. And it says, Psalms 82:6 reads, I have said that you are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. And I told you, Yahweh is not the Most High. Who is the real Most High? I keep telling y'all. But y'all ain't with that rah-rah shit. You hear people say that, huh? I ain't with all that rah-rah shit. Yeah, why? Because Ra is the real Most High. See? But they with that yeah shit. Yeah. Like, yeah. They always screaming Yah name, but see, they ain't with that rah shit. See? I ain't with that rah, but lions roar. Lions roar. Lions roar. See? Nah, they not sick. Sick means you can be healed. Sick means you can be rehabilitated. Sick means ain't no healing, little one sacrifices. Ain't no healing child sacrifice. Ain't no healing drinking blood. You can't heal a blood drinker. That's saying like you can heal a vampire. You can't heal no vampire. The only cure for a vampire is light. The only cure for the vampire is life. That's the only thing that can cure a vampire. Until then, he's going to be a child of the night, drinking blood as like the sinner that he is. He ain't come in the sun on the movie Sinners. He came at night. He came at night. He ain't come when it was light. He came when it was night. He came when it was night. So understanding what's going on. You got to understand that the great grand holy mother never intended for you to live this way. The great grand holy mother never intended for you to think this way. The great grand holy mother never intended for you to fall for the okie dokie. The great grand holy mother never intended for you to fall for the hokey pokey. The great grand holy mother never meant for you to be inverted, perverted, walking around here thinking that you're righteous, walking around here thinking that it's cool, walking around here thinking that you going to that heavenly place while worshiping the devil without knowing. See, the great grand holy mother can't leave you ignorant. The great grand holy mother can't leave you in ignorance, because your ignorance is your destruction. We just read that in Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed. Great grand holy mother is not a destroyer trying to come in here to destroy you. Who came to destroy you? The devil came to steal, kill, destroy. How would he steal, kill, and destroy? He would do it through lies. Remember that foe? He would do it. They're them fantastic foe. Steal, kill, destroy, lie. Or lie, destroy, steal, kill. However you want to put it. But this is what the devil came to do. So you see all of these devils dying. It's because Great Mother is clearing the pathway for the meek, because we are going to inherit the new earth. The NWO is for us. They trying to scare you with these Simpson tactics. They trying to scare you with these politics. They trying to scare you. Why they trying to scare you? Because they trying to scam you. It ain't no coincidence that scare and scam start with a FCA. See? They trying to what? They trying to get you to believe in something that isn't real. Right? This is why they try to get you to believe that you're a child of what is real. They trying to get you to believe in something that isn't real. This is why they try to trick you into believing that you are a child of is real. See? Why you think they call it a blockchain? Because it is a magical money sequence that blocks the money of black people. The blockchain is a magical sequence that blocks the money of black people. This is why y'all got to go on my website and y'all got to get access to my Money Magic Library. In my Money Magic Library, I have a magical system. The name of my magical system is called Algorithm God's Magical System, or Andemigen Magical System. You can use either or. Algorithm God's Magical System or Andemigen Magical System. It's a multiple entendre. On one hand, it's a magical system. On the other hand, it's comic books. On the other hand, it's anime. And on the other hand, it is history. A reintegration of the remembrance of the Great Grand Holy Mother Board. Okay? The Great Grand Holy Mother needs her credits. She needs her credits in the movie. You ain't about to make this whole movie and the movie riding on the back of the Great Mother, and the Great Mother don't even get the credits. She ain't even asking you for no pay. She don't want none of your money. Shit. The Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother accept your donation, but the Great Grand Holy Mother herself? Nah. The only reason why Great Grand Holy Mother would want your money is a kick in the face, spit in the face to Saturn. Oh yeah? Y'all want, you want to, I'll show you, we can sacrifice the devil. Donate to the Great Grand Holy Mother and watch how much she bless you with the devil's money. She's going to take the devil's money and she's going to take the devil's currency and transmute it into her will and her good. Just watch what I tell you. All them billionaires dying signifies all the billions that's about to come to us. All of the people who would object to the Great Grand Holy Mother's rule on earth are dying. Anybody who objects to the great grand holy mother's rule on earth are passing away. Why? Because when she come, ain't gonna be no friction. When I say when she come, meaning when the fullness thereof of her presence manifests, ain't gonna be no war against that. She is not one to war with you. She is one to blink you away into nothingness. And you go into the empty. That's what she does. She ain't got time to argue with you. The great grand holy mother ain't got time to argue with you. The great grand holy mother ain't got time to go back and forth with you. The great grand holy mother ain't got time to speak to you that many times. She the source. She ain't got to do nothing but be who she is. What's that? The nothingness that allows all of us to exist. That's all she got to be. You see? That's it. Even the shadow realm is a better place than going to the empty. When you vanish to nothingness, your consciousness is no more, and they take your program, break it down, and redistribute it amongst the other programs, and other programs use your bits and your pieces for their own doing. But in my magical system, there is libraries. It's over 250 books, but the books are sectioned in library form, and it's like a library. It's called the the Algorithm Guide Magical Library. But one of the sections in the library is called the Money Magic Library. And in the Money Magic Library, I have 50 books. I have over 50. I got like 50 or 51 books that completely revolutionize your life financially forever, for good. Once you start reading the books, once you start getting see, this is what the great grand holy mother came to bring. See, the great grand holy mother came to break the blockchain. The blockchain is literally crypto. Why do you think they always trying to get black people involved in crypto? When you get involved in crypto, you are literally getting involved with the very magical mechanism that is blocking your money in the first place. Okay? I would never want to fuck with nothing. Block what? Abundance is when the path is unblocked. If you got a blocked artery, what's gonna happen to you? Let's just add it to life. If you got a blocked artery, what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna die. If you got a blocked call, what's gonna happen? They ain't gonna be able to get through. No? If your mind is blocked, let's just add blocks to everywhere just to show you that block is not a good thing. All right? If your mind is blocked, that's not a good thing. If your eyes are blocked, that's not a good thing. If your nose is blocked, not a good thing. If your mouth is blocked, ears are blocked. If the orifice of your private is blocked, if the orifice of your bunghole is blocked, if your pores are blocked, if anything on you is blocked, you will not have a good time on earth. Right? If your credit is blocked, if your bank account is blocked, if your car engine is blocked, if your, name it, I take the B off a block and I got locked. You can't put a lock on anything in it and it open. So remember, B is the second ring of Saturn. Remember, Saturn has 7 rings. His 7 rings are called A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is where our alphabet comes from. All right? B is his second ring, and this is what the block comes from. It's B lock. So the second ring of Saturn, which is ring B, is locked. When you lock the second ring of Saturn, you get a block. If your marriage is blocked, you name it. If anything is blocked in your life, it is not a good thing. But for some reason, we just admire living in these blocks. We live in blocks, right? On my block, right? We living in these blocks. We living in these motherfucking blocks. Our TV is a block. Yeah, TV tells lies to your vision that block you from the true Imagi. Imagi nation. We are a nation of Magi's. Listen. Magi Maji, M-A-G. Maji. That's why all my sons got them M's on their Gmail. That's why all my sons got them M's on their Gmail. Y'all don't understand that unless if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But wait a minute. There's more. Dr. Umar, didn't I tell you I was going to get you, bitch? Dr. Umar, didn't I tell you I was coming, nigga? Didn't I tell you I was coming? Ring, ring, ring. Dr. Umar says that he's broke, ain't got no money, and he asking y'all for some more money for that fraudulent ass school again. Wait a minute. Dr. Umar, what you going to type in Dr. Umar? Broke. Dr. Umar broke. Dr. Umar he pleads to his followers. Hold on, let's go to the doctor. Let's go to the Dr. Umar files. Dr. Umar broke. Let's go to the Umar files, bro. I told you I was gonna get him though. Wasn't he on the hit list? Everybody that's been following my hit list, everybody that's in this chat right now, put a yay or nay in the chat if you know about the hit list. And if you do know about the hit list, what didn't I say? I'm gonna spin back and get Dr. Umar with this magic? Huh? Didn't I say that? Put a yay or nay in the chat if you remember that. Put a yes in the chat if you remember that. Put a yes in the chat if you remember when I said that my magic won't miss Dr. Umar. And before 2025 is out, he was going to be out too. Put a motherfucking yes in the chat if you remember when I said that. Somebody, I got one yes. Boom. I got one yes. Absolutely yes. I told you. Wait a minute. I told you. Wait a minute. Dr. Umar broke. He broke, begging, broke out here, begging for y'all money. Why? Because he done spent up all y'all money on dope. And he look like a dope head. He look like a drug head. Send it to Apple Pay and PayPal. Look at this nigga.
With that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital.
That's the Prince of Saturnism. Because when you talk about Pan-African, you're talking about the goat god Pan. You're talking about Yahweh, Saturn, Set, wearing the mask of his trickster self as the goat god Pan. Why do you think it's always a goat? Goat, 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 goat. What does that mean? The goat is the symbol of Capricorn. What planet or what monitor or what heavenly body rules over the planet Capricorn? Saturn. And what is the sign of Capricorn? The goat. So when he's talking about Pan, he's talking about a goat god. Who is the goat god? Saturn. So when you talk about Pan-Africanism, this is Saturn's way of trying to get black people to move to Africa, a place where we are not from. We did not come over here on those ships. Don't give me that bull crap. Show me one ship we came over. Y'all found Noah's Ark. Show me a slave ship. Y'all found Noah's Ark. Y'all found Noah's Ark. Show me a slave ship. Show me a slave ship. Y'all was able to find Noah's Ark. Y'all finding gargantuan swords of Nephilim. Giant swords, the giants. Y'all finding petrified remains. Y'all finding petrified remains of mummies that are gargantuan. But y'all can't find one slip. Y'all finding dinosaurs. Y'all finding Triceratops, pterodactyls, T. Tyrannosaurus rexes. Y'all finding mastodons, saber-toothed tigers. Y'all are finding Loch Ness Monster. Y'all finding the remains of Bigfoots. Y'all finding underground Atlantis, sea level firmament. Y'all able to, y'all know that this is a firmament. Y'all finding the edge of, y'all traveling to the edge of the earth and all this stuff, but y'all can't find a goddamn nabbit slave ship. You can't produce a slave ship, but y'all transported 100 million black people across the ocean. You transported 100 million people across the ocean, and we don't got evidence of one slave ship. And for all of you coons, for all of you agents who are out there perpetuating the from Africa theory, you're going to fall too. All of you misleaders, all of you who are misleading us and making us think that we are from Africa, your fall is coming. Because we are not. We are the originals, the originators. We are the originals. That's why that TV show in New Orleans was called The Original. It ain't no coincidence that I'm from New Orleans, bro. And I know about my Choctaw Chippewa heritage, bro. And I know, and I could go in my streets on Sundays and see people that look like me going, ooh, with feathers on, nigga. See? Every Sunday in New Orleans streets, I could go say, we got hot dogs, chili, and mustard. We got hot dogs, chili, and mustard. We got weed, we got dope, and we got coke. Boom, 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 boom. And the nigga with a tuba. Boom, 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 boom. And the nigga with a drum. Boom, 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 and they stepping. We invented stepping. That's where they come from, nigga. We the real hot. It's called the hot steppers. Hot steppers. Remember this, man. A New Orleans nigga gave it to you hands down. Straight from the mouth of the river. Straight from the mouth of the river. You understand me? So understand what's going on. Dr. Umar broke.
Digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UMAR.
In case y'all didn't hear him.
PSYCHOLOGIST, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life.
This nigga said, I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. Well, when you was asking all that money for the school, what was that? That wasn't you asking the people for $1? $1 to help you build your school that you propose to our people. That's not you asking for $1? Wait a minute. Wait one cotton picking freaking chicken licking minute, bro. Wait one cotton picking freaking chicken licking minute. Let me make sure I heard that right.
215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Bull.
That's asking the people for $1. I've never asked the people for $1 in my life. So when you ask the people to donate to your black school, that wasn't you asking the people for $1, Umar? And your name isn't even really Umar. That isn't even your real name. Come on, man. This is why black people get shot in the street from the police. Because y'all ain't got the spirit of discernment. You can't even discern when the cop is hunting you, trying to shoot you. You can't even discern that this nigga is a crackhead. He sounds like he looks like he's on drugs. Look at his face, y'all. This black brother looks like he needs real help. He's swollen, full of that McDonald's. He's on them drugs. Dr. Umar is an addict. Look at his face. Look, bro. He look at him talk. He's talking and looking like a junkie.
I have 2 daughters, so the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, wait a minute. He said it's a selfless to provide their boys with the education they deserve. Well, let's see what kind of education they deserve. Dr. Umar, let's see what kind of education they deserve, Dr. Umar. Fourth graders, their long day will be Thursday. Your students will be dropped off to their homes following the dinner and fireside chat with Dr. Umar Johnson. The fireside chat is a post-dinner activity where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside. Where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside. Where your sons and I will cuddle. I am Chakra Doctor. Chakra Doctor. Chakra Doctor. Bruh. Where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside. Let's replay it. Hold on. What is he's? Remember, he just said, "I ain't never look." He said it's a selfless program. Look, let's peep the contradiction. Project, mission, and service. Look, I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank. Look at that hit name. Someone has been trying to hack into my account. Look at the body language, y'all. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. Okay. Look, you ready? Now here we go. Here we go. Wednesday, fourth graders, their long day will be Thursday. Your students will be dropped off to their homes following the dinner and fireside chat with Dr. Umar Johnson. The fireside chat is a post-dinner activity where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside. Where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside. Where your sons and I will cuddle. I am shocked. Nigga, look, check this out, bro. This man just said you and him and your sons gonna cuddle by the fireside. Yeah, Dr. Umar is broke. That's why the pyramids in Africa are different than all the other ones. They used a new age of mathematics called the metric system to build that, and that makes the African not as not as ancient. Right, bro. If you really want to be technical, the pyramids in Egypt are a I'm not gonna get into it right now because it's gonna make me travel into a place that's taking up too much time. Everybody breaking up in the industry. What y'all gotta think about this? So what y'all think about Dr. Umar, bro? Dr. Umar is a charlatan. He's been a charlatan. I told you I was gonna get you, nigga. I told you my magic don't miss. I was gonna get you. I got you on that hit list. That hit list. Why does he repeat himself? Because he is a self-proclaimed clinical psychologist. Why is Dr. Umar asking you for, if you are a real clinical psychologist, you can go get a job anywhere in America as a clinical psychologist, especially one at the schools, especially one at the juvenile detention centers, especially one wherever. So you're trying to tell me you rather beg and borrow from your internet followers than go to a hospital and get a job, right? And get a job making 6 figures a year. Do you know, Dr. Umar, if you was a real clinical psychologist, this is why I don't believe that Dr. Umar is a clinical psychologist. Because a real clinical psychologist would be in the clinic psychoanalyzing and doing all of his clinic stuff and using it for content. He will not be standing in front of an abandoned school somewhere in Wilmington, Delaware, standing in front of an abandoned school that is never going to see the light of day opening, and beg you to donate to a building
that he hasn't cultivated. I could see if the school was up and running and he was telling y'all to donate to the school. Fucking right, donate to the school. It's up and running. He's doing his thing. Donate. But he is asking you to donate. Somebody said 10 years. No, he conceptualized it. He brought the school to us in 2004. 2004, he mentioned and started building the concept to the school. 2008 or 9, 2008, I believe he started receiving donations. So he brought the concept to the school in 04 and he started receiving donations in 08, and it's 2025. That's 17, that's 21 years. That's 21 years of preaching a school that ain't never been built. 17 years of the school not being built. 4 years of the school being spoken into existence. 4 years of the school being spoken into existence. 17 years of the school not being built. 21 years of no school. 21 year no school. Umar is a PDF talking like that. Freaky man shouldn't be around children. Yes, he is a PDF speaking like that. No real man will ever say, I want to cuddle with your child. No man will ever, no man. Only a female will say that. Oh, he's so cuddly, he's so cute. A female will say that. Remember that, a female will say that, but no. Because females pick babies up and hold them and cuddle with them, right? But we're gonna sit around with your Pan-African boys and cuddle at the fireplace. Negro. What kind of stuff you on, bro? So, but I told you, Dr. Umar, use a cheesy nigga. Use a cheesy nigga. Hold on. Oh, damn, I forgot. I can't show you cheesy nigga. But, yeah, bro. Next up, if y'all got any topics you want me to talk about, let me know. Next up, 607 Unc and GG33. The next distraction. 607 Unc and GG33. We know 607. Go. Ready for this? Let's go. We ain't even get to the GG30. We're just going to go to the 607 Unc, the punk. We're going to go 607 Unc, the punk. 607 Unc. 607 Unc, the punk. Unc, the punk. Let me see. Here we go. And I believe, I believe.
Like, man, I want to do my third eye. Okay,
look, this is right here. This is a New Orleans legend. This is the guy. This is one of the guys that built the street reputation of Cash Money Records. His name is Gangsta. Right? Boom. So Gangsta telling the story. Let's hear him.
After you put us together, was like, man, I want to do like Charleston White. Hook me up with the people with the blue couch. So I got you. Put them together. So he was doing it for free at first, you know what I'm saying, until he got up blowing up. Then he started realizing, like, he got the disc, he got to say certain stuff to come up. So certain people, because I was trying to put him and Charleston White together, but he started just going too far with it. I witnessed Unc giving, I'm not going to say who the little boy is, because I wasn't supposed to see this. I saw him giving one of the young boys oral sex. He was giving the dude head. And I was like, whoa, he got mad. Come on. You don't do that. Listen, man, he got mad with one of the dudes, and he told the dude, why you let him get in here? You supposed to be standing by the door. So, like, man, what? So, 607 Unc is really a punk. Whenever you got somebody saying 607 Unc and not the punk, is reversed. You don't know you keep young boys around? You never notice that? You ain't never know you don't keep those old heads around? Just come on, bro. You don't go for that excuse. That's like that's the average pedophile, the average person who take advantage of young people. That's what they gonna say. I can't learn nothing from them. That's why I hang around the youngsters. But stop it. You already got the knowledge, so you should be trying to teach them until you hang around and learn it. Man, that's a bunch of bull, bro. He let them little boy put them dildos in his butt and he just a freak. Stop it. Unc is a punk. Unc is a punk. I ain't know it was smoke. Unc is a sissy.
See? We here at the Church of Great Grand Holy Mother, we don't respect you sissies. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother don't respect no punks. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother, we shun the act of males on male action. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother, we shun the act of male on male action. Okay? So Unc is a punk. So every time you talking about what Unc said this and what Unc said that, and every time you listening to Unc, and every time you watching Unc, just know you watching the lips of a nigga that suck dick. Every time you watch 607 Unc, every single word that come out of his dirty, low, rotten, sperm-filled mouth, just know you are watching a mouth and listening to a male that likes eggplants all down his throat, cucumbers all in his esophagus, bananas all in the tailpipe. Bang, 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 bang. He got gang banged by Adam 22 in there. See? And the nigga trying to imitate me. Nigga, you can never imitate me, Unc the punk. You will never see me in that class. So don't ever compare me to no goddamn 607 Unc, because Unc a punk. And we here at the Church of Great Grand Holy Mother, we give middle, we right there to the punk. We don't care about no punks. We don't care about no punks. We don't care about no punk. Go do your punk thing. We ain't even thinking about you, punk. Okay? So understand that. 607 Uncle Punk. But him and GG33 got into a back. He worshipped Sophia. Isn't that nonsense? Man, listen. He the one trying to copy off me, talking about his God is a mama and da-da-da-da-da and woo-doo-woo-doo. And really, you are an agent of Saturn. Why don't none of these woke, if they be woke like y'all claim they be woke, if Rashad Jamal, Pharaoh, 607 Unc, Sonetta, General Seti, Brother Polite, Charleston White, Nick Cannon, KRS-One, Rakim, RZA, SZA, any one of the black cultural, you name it, Nas, none, you name it, Farrakhan, what his name is, the other dude from the Nation of Islam, man, I forgot his name right now. If the truth that they spitting is true, why don't none of them ever exposed Set or his name or expose Saturn? Why? If they truly be filled with the knowledge of the universe like they claim, why hasn't Billy Carson exposed Saturn? He talks about Inky and Enlil. That's a plagiarized, borrowed story. See? Why don't none of them mention Saturn? Why don't none of them mention Set? Why don't none of them mention that Yahweh is the devil? And the 607 Uncle said God really the devil. He don't say Yahweh is the devil. See, that's two different. That's two different functions. Yahweh is the devil and God is the devil. They got plenty of gods. You got a guy and they got plenty of gods that are devils. But saying Yahweh is the devil, that's singling out. No, why you don't say Allah is the devil? Why he don't say Brahma is the devil? Why he don't say Krishna is the devil? Why he don't say Buddha is the devil? Why he don't say any of these things are the devil? Why? Tell me why. If what Unc say is truthful, why don't, if any one of them, all of your exposers, everybody who do the exposing stuff, everybody name them. Name one person that be doing exposing. Yaki Awakening. Why don't none of them say this whole grid is Saturn worship and every single religion on the face of the planet Earth is a secret ode and ritual to Saturn. Every major religion on the face of the planet Earth is Saturn worship in disguise by default, whether you know it or not. We learn about Saturn in school. Why? Because they make us learn about the planets. Remember the planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. We thought Saturn was a planet. No, they forgot to tell you that Saturn is the Roman god name for Set. See? See? Why don't none of them ever tell you that? None of your knowledge woke people. Dane Calloway, it don't matter who it is. Name one woke person. I don't care if it's Illuminati. Name one person outside of me. Outside of me, name one person that has been preaching Saturn is the devil, Yahweh is the devil, Yah the build, the church is his curse. The angels are really devils and the demons are really devils and angels too. Why don't nobody say that? If the woke people that y'all listen to really be woke. So you trying to tell me I'm the only one on the face of the planet who knows that we're living in hell, and this hell is a self-imposed hell. Some of it is self-imposed, but some people are here because they've committed spiritual crimes. But it's a self-imposed hell by the ancient god, Kemetic god Set, who is currently in today's time known as Saturn, Yahweh, Jehovah, Jesus, Allah, Brahma, Krishna. Tell me. You know, Pan is another name. Pan spelled backwards is nap. This is why when you eat whatever out the pan, you get sleepy and it makes you take a nap. So y'all got to understand how the hell's zone work. This is why live spelled backwards is evil. This is why anything you do that go against life means you're living backwards. And if you're living backwards, you're automatically considered an evil one. Dog spelled backwards is God. This is why a dog is a man's best friend, but reverse it, and man is a God's best friend. See? See? Once you understand this, once you understand these conundrums, then things will become easier for you. GG33, I told you I was going to get you. GG33, body drop. GG33 is under cancellation for the stuff that he did with OM. He said, you can never cancel me. Nah, man, it's just the beginning, man. It's just the beginning. GG33, you know for a fact you are a liar. I knew you was a liar when you was trying to misinform the people about life path number 9 and how the life path number 9 is an evil path and how you got something against the life path number 9. And then when I went and looked and seen what your zodiac sign was, GG33. Guess what GG33 zodiac sign is, y'all? GG33 zodiac sign is the right pillar of Freemasonry. See, now I'm talking that sport. Can anybody tell me what zodiac sign is the right pillar of Freemasonry? I'll wait. Can anybody tell me what is the right pillar of Freemasonry? What zodiac sign is it? What zodiac sign is the right pillar of Freemasonry? And what zodiac sign is the right pillar, is the left pillar of Freemasonry? Sorry. Once again, what zodiac sign is the right pillar of Freemasonry? And what zodiac sign is the left pillar of Freemasonry? The zodiac signs. Will anybody be able to guess this? Can anybody be able to guess? I'll say it one more time. Can anybody guess what's the right pillar zodiac sign of Freemasonry? And what's the left pillar zodiac sign of Freemasonry? The left pillar of Freemasonry is Cancer. The right pillar of Freemasonry is Capricorn. GG. G is the 7th letter. 7 is who? L. L7, square, who? Box, who? Block, who? Chain, who? Saturn. 33, GG33, 7733. Wait a minute. There's more. GG33 is a what? Capricorn. That's why he be capping. Okay? So 607 Unk the Punk and GG33 got on the internet to do a debate ritual, whatever you want to call it. I call it a distraction ritual. They were just trying to distract some folk, but it ended up backfiring. The distraction ended up backfiring. All right. Next up, Donald Trump is making amazing history right now. I ain't even got to say too much, man. My magic don't miss, bro. My magic don't miss. Donald Trump is, I told you, the trumpet, the angelic trumpets that's blowing. The Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine is here. Okay? Understand that we in America, we are in a capitalistic country. Donald Trump is the ultimate capitalist. This is why he's winning. This is why the country is winning under his leadership. Because even his haters got to congratulate him. This is when you know you got the sauce. Even when the people who said you couldn't do it come back around and say, man, you did that. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you couldn't do it, but you did it. See? But why is he successful? Because he has mastered one thing that has made him a billionaire his entire life. That kept him a billionaire, because he could lose the billions. And what's that? Go read his book. I've been read his book. Go read his book. It's a throwback book before he was president. Go read his book. It's called The Art of the Deal. Master the Art of the Deal. That's what it's called. I think it's called Master the Art of the Deal, or it's called The Art of the Deal. Just put Art of the Deal by Donald Trump. And it's about mastering the art of how to make a deal. And that's what Trump has been doing his whole presidency. Before the presidency, he was behind the scenes before he became president, going make deals with everybody, letting them know, if I become president, I'm gonna do this. If I become president, I'm gonna do that. Got a deal? Deal. He was making deals, and he's keeping up on the promises. A lot of people don't like Donald Trump because now y'all can't go buy no junk food with them food stamps. All praise to be to the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine for taking over the mind of the American president administration and making us not privy to the junk food. Black people, you can't go buy no Doritos with them food stamps now. Obesity, gluttony, you can't go buy no honey buns with the food stamps now. And really, only people supposed to be getting food stamps is the people that's working to not get them. The people that's working towards not getting them. People who just sitting around trying to receive food stamps, ain't working, ain't doing nothing to get out of poverty. You know, y'all ain't using no junk food. Y'all better go buy y'all a burger. Y'all better go buy y'all something. But y'all ain't about to go buy no damn, no dang nabbit. Y'all ain't gonna buy no moon pies. Y'all ain't gonna buy no Lay's potato chips, Doritos, Red Fork. You can't do that. Why? They making history. The trans women can't play in women's sports no more. Making history. And I asked the conspiratorial question: is all of these billionaires dying some type of move that Donald Trump is making behind the scenes that we don't know? Is this revenge? Because Donald Trump is a billionaire. A whole bunch of billionaires are dying while the billionaire is in office. That's crazy. He got beef with a lot of billionaires, and he's using the American government to exterminate them. If I was him, I would. Or is it Chakra Doctor's? Is it Chakra Doctor, the algorithm God's algorithms playing out in real time, and you're witnessing the high Magus of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine exterminate the billionaires magically through deleting their bloodlines? Have I had the power to touch them? Billionaires dropping like flies. Hey, last time I checked, that's what I do. I drop billionaires like flies. I told you there's only two. Can anybody tell me what's the only two powers that run the world? Remember I told you they only got two things that run the world. Put it in the chat for me so I can put it on the screen so everybody can see. Put it in the chat for me so I can put it on the screen so that everybody can see. I'm doing like Umar. Put it in the chat for me so that everybody can see on the screen. What's the two things that I preach that run the world? The what and the what? Okay. Only two things that run the world. You see it right here. Boop. Look right there. The money and the magic. So it is only right that I reach this level and stage of magic, and my level and stage of magic is able to affect billionaires. Because my magic is billionaire level status magic. So therefore, my magic can affect a billionaire. Why? Because I'm the highest level of magician. There ain't no magician on the face of planet Earth who's better than me. Put my career on it. I put my entire career on it. There is no magi, Magus, or whatnot that is greater than me. When it comes to this magic shit, Chakra Doctor is as best as you're gonna get. On this 3D airplane, your Baba Lawai, your big homie, you, nobody can't fuck with me with this magic shit. I will literally obliterate your entire life with the stroke of a fucking pen, trying to go to war and battle with me with this magic shit. So, just had to let you know, my magic affects billionaires. That's why all these billionaires. Y'all wanna know why? Y'all wanna know why all these billionaires are being unalived? It's because there is a black guy in Atlanta who is doing magical spells that affect the lives of even billionaires, that control the lives of even billionaires, that control the minds of even billionaires, and exterminates and gets them out of this plane if they got something, a plan against the great grand holy mother of all divine. Because the only two things that run this world truly is the money and the magic. And my nigga, I got the magic in me. I got the magic in me. TikTok is about to be appropriated, they say. We don't know. It's just a rumor. They say in September, TikTok is going to get shut down and it's going to turn into the app called M, signifying that Mark Zuckerberg did end up getting what he wanted. And what he wanted the whole America who were using the TikTok app to transition over to another version of Facebook called M. And this is the TikTok version of Facebook. We're all going to be on a TikTok version of Facebook called M, and it's supposed to be the newly improved TikTok app. This is what that whole thing with shutting down TikTok was all about. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't care how it's going to be, because at the end of the day, these endemic algorithms don't miss. And Mark Zuckerberg, you are no match for the great grand holy mother. Bill Gates, you are no match for the great grand holy mother. Okay? Okay? Hold on. Donald Trump is no match for the great grand holy mother. Elon Musk is no match for the great grand holy mother. The Illuminati, Bilderbergers, Committee of 300, Committee of 500, Committee of 800 are no match. Hollywood, no match. Saturn, Set, Yahweh, whatever you want to call them, no match. No. Your Allah is no match for the great grand holy mother. For great grand holy mother is Allah's mother. Allah got a mama. He didn't tell you in the Quran because he didn't want you to go and pray to his mama, and he wanted you to pray to him and bow down and bump your head on the floor and pray to him. So he didn't tell you about his mama. But Allah got a mama. See? Yahweh got a mama. The reason why Yahweh didn't tell you about his mama, because you was going to stop praying to him and start praying to his mama. You were going to stop giving offering to him and you're going to start offering to his mama. You were going to stop giving tithes to him and start tithing to his mother. You were going to stop praising him and start praising his mother. You were going to stop giving him all of your soul's energy and start giving it back to the source motherboard. And he didn't want that. Therefore, he stole fire from the gods and became that Promethean archetype. See? So we got X and M. Okay? Money and magic. Okay? That's who's running the game. And once again, man, the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother has been officially opened. The articles of incorporation are sealed and solidified. The EIN number sealed and solidified. And the church bank account is sealed and solidified. The Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother is a spiritual, charitable, health and wellness church. It is a church. It is a nonprofit organization. It is a 501c3. All donations to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother will be used for our multiple charitable events and charitable deeds, as well as charitable programs and charitable trainings, training people and teaching people as a sign of charity as well. With that being said, I'm not asking for no donations right now because you know what? You can easily just go to my website and donate and press donation. But I'm still getting everything done to integrate it on the website. Still getting everything done to I'm finishing up the Andemigen library and all of that good stuff. But the Money Magic library is full-fledged and open right now. I'm working on the Love, Sex, and Relationship library that will be finished this month. And then after the Love, Sex, Relationship library, it will be the Library of Healing and Protection. After the Library of Healing and Protection, it will be the Library of Law and Legal Matters, Justice, Law, and Legal Matters. After Justice, Law, and Legal Matters, it will be Learning and Education. After Learning and Education, it will be Curses and Crosses. After Curses and Crosses, it will be Lanyap. And the full library will be intact for public consumption. Make sure y'all, but I do want y'all to buy the Black Cube Codex. Go make sure you get a copy of the Black Cube Codex. The Black Cube Codex is one of the, if not the main, is one of the main literature scripts of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. And that's what the name of it called, the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. I am the founder and high magus of the church. We are a multiple theistic, meaning we believe that all of the gods come from one source. So we believe in monotheism, meaning there is only one. That one in monotheism, and our monotheistic belief, that one is the Great Grand Holy Mother. And from the Great Grand Holy Mother comes the Great Grand Holy Father. And from the Great Grand Holy Father comes all things, all beings, all creatures, all realities come from the Great Grand Holy Father, who is birth from the source herself, self-birth. He who created himself from she. This is what this prayer says. Okay? We believe in the old ancient Kemetic ways. The ancient Kemetic ways mix with all the other ways that came after the ancient Kemetic ways, because all of the other ways are the ancient Kemetic ways remixed. So we believe in the truth of Christianity. We believe in the truth of Islam. We believe in the truth of all of these religions, but none of these religions tell you the truth about Saturn. So here we are. We are here to tell you the truth about Saturn, and the Black Cube Codex is the truth about Saturn. The Black Cube Codex is the truth about Set. The Black Cube Codex is the truth about El, Yahweh, Jehovah, Chronos, Father Time, the Grand Architect. That's what the Black Cube Codex is about, and it shows you all of the things that Saturn stole from the Great Grand Holy Mother and Father of all divinity. This is why it's called Steal Fire from the Gods. One of his names is Azazel. One of Yahweh's names is Azazel. And what did it say he did? Hold up. What did it say? Steal fire from the gods. That's what he did. He stole the fire. He stole some fire from the Great Grand Holy Father and Mother, and got y'all under a program making y'all think that y'all experiencing Mother Nature when y'all experiencing a hell zone disguised as Mother Nature. And it feels good here, and you got all of these different pleasantries, but these pleasantries are the distraction that keeps you distracted from the fact that you're actually here to rehabilitate yourself in a hell zone. See? So, yeah, man. Any questions, cares, and concern, man? What's been going on in the world? What else I missed? What else I missed? I know they've been having some stuff going on. What else I missed? Let me see. What's the latest news? Let's go on here and see what the latest news is, man. Let's go on here and see what the latest news is. You feel me? Let's go on here and see what the latest news is. Hold up. Let me make sure. And the majority of the majority of things you see with these rich folks is magic. You feel me? Let me see. Boom. Let me see. Boom. Hold up. Boom. 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 All right, bullshit. All right. Normally we're running to that new shit. Oh, that girl. Oh shit, I'm looking at it right now. The girl who tried to do the Nicki Minaj challenge and died. She tried to do the Nicki Minaj cross your leg challenge and died, broke her back. That's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody said something about Rick Ross and who? Somebody said talk about them. Hold on. Sue Rick Ross after his boy. Rick Ross is the police. I don't respect police. You know. Why you don't? He said, why you don't respect police? Let me rephrase that, because that sounds bad. It's not that I don't respect police. It's not that I don't respect Rick Ross. It's not that I don't respect Rick Ross. It's not that I don't respect police. Let me rephrase that. They have rules to this. Me personally, my background is a street background. I come from my old background is a street background. It doesn't sit well with me knowing that William Roberts, the correctional officer, is parading around with another drug dealer's name, Freeway Ricky Ross. And Freeway Ricky Ross didn't compensate Freeway Ricky Ross for the appropriation of his name, and running around like he's a kingpin, when in actuality, he has the humble beginnings of a correctional officer. But he never tells you that, huh? He never tells you that he has the humble beginnings of a correctional officer. And that's ironic. It is ironic how this correctional officer has appropriated a culture that he probably been around, but he isn't an actual, true, authentic character of. You see, he was the prison guard in the jail, keeping you in the prison. He wasn't the inmate that broke out of the prison and got free. Okay? So analyzing this will put you in a zone that will begin to break your mind. And remember, they told you to think outside the box. Why did they tell you to think outside the box? Because when you think outside of the box, now you are escaping the trap of Saturn, aka Set. All right. So it was a good live. I'm glad we was able to get it in. Nobody ain't got no questions, cares, or concerns. Make sure you hit the website, chakradoctor.xyz. If you have any questions, cares, or concerns, you can hit me up on the website. Any questions, cares, or concerns, hit me up on the website. Once again, the website is chakradoctor.xyz. I got some wonderful things there. I got a mentorship program. If y'all want me to be, want me to be your mentor and give you this game one-on-one, check out the mentorship program. If you try to increase your finances and take your finances to the next level, the Money Magic Library is the literature that will get you there. And all you got to do is buy the ebook, read it, and financial improvement will begin to happen in your life. You know, if you're trying to get you get you a wife, or get you multiple women, or get you a female, the Library of Love, Sex, and Relationships, that's for you. If you're trying to heal yourself and be protected from harm, dangers, and any kind of weapons formed against you, then the healing and protection books are what you need to get, and so on and so forth, right? Superfood and superfood oil and tea. Superfood oil and tea is literally the fountain of youth. You drink that every day, you will literally begin to reverse age. You drink superfood oil and tea, activate your chakras with FCA Yoga every day with just those two, and do the Chakra Doctor diet. And the Chakra Doctor diet is mostly a fasting diet. It's a liquid fast, right? And you do the Chakra Doctor diet, you will literally kick in and begin to reverse age. Everybody keep wondering why the youth of the day look older than what they are. It's because you have to realize that time has sped up, but nobody realizes that time has sped up. And people always saying, "Man, time sure does fly. Where's the time gone?" Time is being stolen from you. Remember, the soul is the only thing that can pay attention. And you are paying attention to the wrong things. And these wrong things that you're paying attention to are stealing your time, because they're stealing your attention through distraction. And this theft of time is making you age faster. Keep that in mind. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.